Recently, a massive case has gained attention, and this time, it's not just bad press. It's a whole legal disaster.
Democrats in the media are now unloading all their nasty attacks on rising Trump White House star and new press secretary, Caroline Levitt.
A recent legal bombshell from the astute, audacious, and blatantly conservative dynamo Caroline Levitt drove Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin into a full-scale panic. The worst thing is that since this issue is so contentious, ABC is now seriously considering permanently discontinuing the show, according to insiders. You read that right? The View could be finished. What exactly happened then? Why did Caroline's lawsuit create such a disruption to daytime television? More importantly, could this be the moment when The View is irreversibly obscured? Press the like and subscribe buttons for more exclusive, unfiltered updates before we get into the juicy details. You won't want to miss this, I assure you. Have you registered? Great. Let's get going. Let's take a little look back.
Well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help because voters are going to re-elect President Trump back to the White House very soon because voters see these trials that are being brought forward against President Trump for what they are. They are sham show trials. They are election interference in an attempt to imprison President Trump. And the irony in all of this is that Joe Biden and the Democrats and these ladies on The View constantly say President Trump is the alleged threat to democracy, when in fact they themselves are wishfully thinking that President Trump will be imprisoned when he has not been convicted of any crimes. That is the real threat to democracy. Voters see that, and that's why President Trump continues his dominance in the polls, not just with Republicans and independents, but he's also picking up historic gains with Democrat constituencies such as African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and union workers.
The View has already attacked Caroline Levitt. She has been criticized, mocked, and her accomplishments ignored because she does not fit their far-left narrative. And this time, they went too far. During a contentious debate, Joy Behar, who, let's face it, never holds back, made haughty comments implying that Caroline's status was based only on her looks.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though. It's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump.
Whoopi Goldberg, never one to hold back her opinions, unsurprisingly chimed in on the matter, making a bold statement regarding Caroline's stance. She asserted that if Caroline weren't awake or aware of certain social and political issues, she wouldn't even have a job in the industry. Whoopi's comment seemed to suggest that being conscious of modern cultural movements and societal changes is essential for maintaining relevance and securing opportunities in today's entertainment world. Her remarks sparked further debate, with some agreeing that awareness and advocacy are now integral parts of the industry, while others argued that talent and hard work should be the primary factors determining one's success. Regardless of which side people fell on, Whoopi's statement undoubtedly added fuel to the ongoing discussion, further amplifying the controversy surrounding Caroline's perspective.
Yeah. I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
Additionally, Sunny Hostin carried out her routine, making race the primary focus. But Caroline was not going to ignore this. Instead of just clapping back, she hit them where it hurts: their wallets. Indeed, Caroline Levitt has just filed a lawsuit against The View and its hosts for defamation, character assassination, and malicious intent. Damage control is now fully in effect throughout the whole production. When The View's producers found out about the case, they went completely berserk. Insiders claim that ABC management immediately convened an emergency conference to decide how to respond to the crisis.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help.
The primary question is whether the program can survive, or if this lawsuit will put an end to it. It gets even stranger at this point. Rumor has it that this could lead to the termination of Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg. Why? Because ABC does not want to deal with a drawn-out, unpleasant legal battle, especially considering that The View has already started losing viewers and advertisers. According to one source, ABC might lose millions of dollars in this litigation. If they must choose between the two, they will prioritize protecting their funds over The View itself. Oh no.
Also calls today for The View to go next when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
You can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing? Because
That's on the ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, spitting, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up. Should The View go next?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Sunny Hostin has faced challenges or she's been in trouble, let's say, by executives at ABC for some of these smears and lies that she spread. There needs to be some level of accountability with these talk show hosts. People tune in to left-wing networks. They expect to get a left-wing talking point. But what they shouldn't expect or what we shouldn't treat as normal is the fact that there is nothing but denigration and maligning of character.
But here's where things become even more bizarre. Remarkably, sources say The View's legal team has already sent Caroline Leavitt a request for a settlement. Yes, after years of voicing their opinions without fear of consequences, Whoopi, Joy, and Sunny are now pleading for this to end. But Caroline isn't backing down. She was rather direct about it. She is not just speaking out for herself, she is standing up for all conservative women who have been disparaged, ignored, and defamed by the mainstream media. She is holding The View accountable for their offensive and polarizing remarks.
Bang, Rowan, I couldn't do that at 27. No nonsense, straight to the point, courage, detail.
Most importantly, she is stating unequivocally that conservatives will no longer remain silent. What about the internet? Well, social media exploded in support, and within hours, hashtags like Caroline exposes The View and must cancel The View gained traction. One tweet that went viral perfectly captured the sentiment The View has been disparaging conservatives for years, without accepting any accountability. Caroline is going to change the situation. No sympathy.
Isn't it rich that The View is saying she got the job based on looks when DEI is all about based on looks?
Right now, the writing is on the wall. This lawsuit is more than just another problem. It directly threatens The View's continued existence. The big question remains, will ABC ultimately cancel the program? This lawsuit could be the final straw that puts an end to the show's string of controversies. To save themselves, will ABC dismiss Joy and Whoopi, or will they quietly reach a settlement? With Caroline, ABC executives are in a panic, sponsors are abandoning the show, and The View's ratings are plummeting. I promise you, this drama is far from over. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Has The View finally gone too far? Do you think Caroline is right to hold them accountable? Most importantly, will ABC really end the show over this disaster? So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to Daily Finder.